What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Of course, guys, I want to have a conversation about single moms. And again, I don't really like talking about that so much. But I think that sometimes it's worth talking about. Because for me, it's not the fact that women have children just like out of wedlock. Anything can happen. But I feel like the issue is the lack of accountability of what happens when the community of ladies do that. And I'm not talking about assault victims that have kids or, coming from the family or incest. I'm talking about you made a decision to pick with a man that, wasn't going to be much of anything. And then you went and had a baby, and all of a sudden you don't want to be accountable for the fact that, okay, the guy that you had a kid with is not serious. That's what I'm dealing with today. All right. Now I want to play this particular controversial stream by brother Charleston White. He makes some sense here. I want you to listen to this, and then I'm going to come back.
And ain't nobody telling these single the truth. That got it hard because she made it hard. The single woman got it hard because she made it hard, starting when she left her mama house. But she want to blame the man. I'm finna show you how it ain't the man's fault. Because when you first had that first baby, you were young, you looked hot, you went against what your mama said, and all that shit your mama told you. Your mama tried to tell you about how this thing was go. But now, you look house with that hot, your mouth smart, and your ears closed, and you didn't want to listen to nobody, right? So goddamn it, you had that first baby. Now I'm finna show you. Most of y'all had babies back to back to back. How that's the fault? You mean to tell me you had, when your baby was 2, you got pregnant again and had another baby? Then when that baby was 4, now you got a 1.5-year-old, a 3-year-old. You didn't have most you got star-step babies. How the wrong? How the wrong? You didn't listen to your grandmama, you didn't listen to your mama, you didn't listen to your auntie, you didn't listen to your track coach, you didn't listen to your volleyball coach, you didn't listen to your cheerleader coach. How the wrong for your choices and your decision? Every last one of y'all done let that get up in that raw. Most y'all got a baby by who already had a baby, and he wasn't doing for that baby, and you was squabbling with the baby mama when you and him was together, and he wasn't with her. Y'all done, hold on, you done forgot. You done forgot. Let's take it back to when you first started having babies. You don't deserve the respect and the royalty that y'all ain't mama. You today's black ain't muddy in them. You ain't grandmama, so you don't want the respect and the honor that grandmama them got. Most you pausing, you pick that you laid down with, so these are the consequences. You don't get to undo these consequences. And most of y'all, when you left baby daddy, if it was really about the kids, you would have put baby daddy on child support before the child got here. But now, it's about your and how he make you feel. Long as he was making you feel good, remember, you might have, most of you had your baby when you was a teenager, so that's been so long ago, you done forgot.
So guys, as you have seen there, let me talk about this, because there's a situation where you have a brother by the name of Gunplay, who the wife, Vonshea Taylor Morales, is divorcing him. That was all over the news. This guy is a Pookie and a Ray Ray. I want you to hear the excuses that she makes about dealing with this man. Let's check it out.
A few months back, you and Gunplay were here. Everything was so good. Yeah, like, what happened?
It was honestly going good.
Right.
It's when the whole chain situation came out.
Gunplay bought Rick Ross a chain.
Without my approval. People keep saying I married this man for money. There was no money to have. Like, my dad was making sure we had, because when I met him, he was up. I married for love, not money. I wanted to help him because I felt like, as your wife, I want to support you and bring you up. But don't sit here and act like you was Jay-Z or some shit. Let's be real. Like, my parents were taking care of me and a grown-ass man. Like, I just felt like Why are we gifting somebody who's a multimillionaire a big chain? So that's where our beef kind of started. It's just like priorities. Like I felt like my priorities was my daughter, her health, and our finances. His priorities were, I want this certain look. And he was just like, oh no, I gotta thank my brother. Send his a thank you card.
So like, does Rick Ross be looking out for him? Like,
I had questions all the time. I'm like, hey, he's like, oh no, I don't want to bother that man. Like, you know, I don't want another man paying for my but you letting my daddy pay for your When I came into the picture, they weren't even on speaking terms. I don't blame him from distancing himself from richer than us. Like, this is a lot of going on. You don't want that on your brand. I wouldn't. So we see like little baby them giving $200,000 for their birthday, like, you know, shit like that all the time.
right,
So it was
yeah.
like,
So he didn't take care of you, like pay the bills.
when I met him, I had my own place. You know, we hanging out. He come spend the night because he was drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a few days turned into a few weeks, and I'm like, okay, we gonna go home. He goes, we might as well just live together. Like, I've been here. I'm like, you know what? You've been here. It's been like a month and a half now. So I'm like, you know what? Let's move in together.
Right.
We moved in together. We was having fun off of my dad's expense. I found out I was pregnant. We were dating. We hadn't even known each other long enough. Like, what the f am I going to do with a whole baby right now?
Right.
And clearly he wasn't nowhere near financially stable. So I'm like, damn, we finna bring a baby into a broke house.
You guys would always go raw?
Yeah. Well, at first.
Like, what percent would he pull out? Like half of the time or?
Majority of the time.
Majority.
Don't be a dumbass like me. The love, the all that, it ain't worth it. Now I can go
So
back to my real stuff.
So he was better in bed than like the other guys?
I mean,
that hood hit different.
It was good, but oh my God, it's getting hot in here.
So he Charleston White has been proven truthful in this instance, because listen to what she's talking about. She is saying that, okay, he's broke. He don't have no money. He's not considering what I'm trying to tell him to do. All of these things, but he's dusty. He's a dusty. And then after knowing the guy is no good, who do you start blaming? I mean, it's really interesting because they start blaming, you guessed it, black men. Okay. Black men somehow will get blamed for everything under the sun because, you know, you thought you could change the guy because you thought you were special. Then we find out that you're not that special because he not changing for you. Oh, we're living off of my dad. He ain't got no money. Well, why he ain't got no money? Because that's the sort of guy that you wanted to deal with. Now you're dealing with that sort of guy. Now you're finding it to be very problematic. Now you're having a fundamental issue. Then whose fault is it at that point? And you're going to keep finding out that these women going to be exposing themselves, talking about these loser guys on these platforms and talking about how those guys were not nothing, not nobody, they dusty. Well, okay, boo, then how did you end up with him? If he's who you say he is, how did you end up dealing somehow with that guy? How is it possible? If that person is as dusty as you say that he is, he's a loser, he's a nobody, then how did he somehow get you? Can we explain it? How did he get you at all? How did he end up sleeping with you? How did he end up, getting you? You married him, you had a baby by him. Can we explain it? We can't. Nobody knows how it happened, but that it happened. Now, once it happens, now somebody is mad, somebody's upset, somebody gotta down talk folk and all. And really, it's ridiculous. It makes no sense at all. And there's no level of accountability. It's always hating on somebody else. It's always somebody else's fault. It's always this, it's always that, it's always this or that. And to be honest, it's a joke, to be real. It is a real fundamental joke. And the reason why Black America keeps having this problem is because, again, we are a community of people who we feel like we can blame all our issues on other people. Something happened, it's somebody else's fault. Ain't our fault. I got the wrong guy. It ain't because I like guys like that. No, I'm perfect, girl. I deserve more. I got values. I deserve better than this. But I thought I could change him. I found out I couldn't change him. Now it's somebody else's fault. If you don't sit your ass down somewhere, if you don't sit down somewhere, be serious with yourself. Be serious with your life. Please, be serious. Now, we need y'all to be serious because, see, the thing is, Black America ain't never gonna get no better unless we get serious. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Before you just heard a bell, we're out.